Today I want to talk about two specific cannabis stocks here. Obviously, both of these stocks are just going absolutely crazy over the last, I would say, 5 days or so, 5 trading days specifically. I want to talk about Aurora Cannabis, ACB. It's up to 95 cents at the time of this video. It's up 5% on this trading day specifically. And then obviously Canopy Growth Corporation, or ticker symbol CGC, is also a stock that I've been talking about on this channel now for a while. Up massively, up to $1.41. But it's still down 16% today. I mentioned in yesterday's CGC stock video that we were going to see, in my opinion, some significant profit selling, and that's exactly what we did see today, or that's exactly what we are seeing today specifically, as it did hit a high of $1.79 yesterday. Pretty massive, down 27 cents today. I can see it falling a little bit more. Just basically standard what we're going to see after a massive run up that we've continued to see. I mean, not even that long ago, on August 30th, this stock was trading at 48 cents. It's had a massive run up, almost up, or at one point yesterday, it was up over $1 from August 30th till now. So again, let me know in the comments below if you had made any profits. But I also wanted to mention and talk about Aurora Cannabis too, because both these stocks here are in the top three in the most heavily traded stocks on the market today. We see Aurora Cannabis sitting here at a $436 million market cap, 132 million in trading volume today, and then Canopy Growth Corporation as well, a $1.02 billion market cap, 131 million in trading volume. So both these stocks here, well over 260 million in trading volume, and it still is the morning hours of the market here. So very, very interesting things going on here with Canopy Growth stock and Aurora Cannabis. I want to just get into a few things to talk about both of these. Let's not waste any time. Let's just get right into it. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. But you can see here, we talked about Canopy Growth, and we have for a while now. Both these companies, Canopy and Aurora, are Canadian-based companies, and they, like I've talked about before, that they're doing the things now, and they have the groundwork and the foundation in Canada for that when, if and when, essentially, cannabis gets legalized in the United States on a federal level, they will be able to enter the U.S. market and really dominate it, in my opinion. Like, I'm sure that, there are Canadian or U.S.-based Canadian cannabis companies as well. But Canopy Growth and Aurora are two of the top. I mean, we're talking about, Canopy Growth with a market cap over $1 billion, and Aurora Cannabis with a market cap of 350 million. These are two dominant players in the cannabis industry globally, like across the board. So Canopy Growth has a ton of brands underneath their umbrella, like actually a ton. And I've talked about some of these brands. Some of these brands actually surprised me. Like BioSteel is one of their brands, and we see BioSteel is like in front of a lot of people. BioSteel is like a sponsor of an NBA team. So again, Canopy Growth massive, and then Aurora Cannabis as well. I think is not, I don't want to say it's slept on or anything like that, but it's a massive cannabis company, guys, and I really like their website, by the way. Opening the world to cannabis, enabled by science, empowered by people, for patients and consumers, blazing trails globally. And then you can see all of their brands as well, right? Aurora offers a wide range of brands for both medical patients and adult use consumers, right? A ton of brands underneath the Aurora Cannabis umbrella, right? Research, product innovation, excellence in cultivation, and contributions to science, impact, environmental stewardship, community and social justice, etc., right? So both of these stocks here, both these companies, major players in the cannabis sector. And we talk about this here. This is an CNBC article, right? Published 3 days ago, right? Cannabis ETFs are off to a strong September. Will the buzz last? Now I wanted to mention this, right? Just cannabis stocks in general having a run up in price as of late is because of that news of the Health and Human Services suggesting that cannabis stock, or cannabis as a whole, marijuana as a whole, should be classified as a different classification. It should not be in the same classification. Or you can see here, potential reclassification of marijuana as a Schedule 3 substance would allow cannabis companies to write off business expenses, which I think is huge for financials, cash flow, overall, just for the books, right? Inevitably increasing cash flow and profitability. It also means that it's more likely that the Safe Banking Act could be passed in Congress, which would give cannabis companies the ability to bank and participate in capital formation activities that are more like traditional companies. Now, I didn't even realize this, but it makes sense how these cannabis companies, as far as their financial structure goes, are a little bit hindered on the legal side of things in regards to where cannabis is legalized, to what extent it is legalized. All right, and even here, like, the industry of cannabis can disrupt so many things. You can see here, Magoon explained that a federal reclassification would be transformative in the consumer packaged goods space, advancing marijuana's multi-billion-dollar U.S. industry to broader investment and partnership opportunities. And the quote here that really got me: cannabis can disrupt health, wellness, the traditional alcohol industry, even pharmaceuticals. Consumer packaged goods and pharmaceutical companies are going to be able to look at these cannabis companies as M&A targets to partner with them. So this is just massive. If you just read these 4 paragraphs, sorry. I'll put a link to this article in the description below. But these 4 paragraphs alone, I mean, I think really speak volumes to what we're seeing specifically with these cannabis stocks right now, and where these cannabis stocks could be 1, 2 to 3 years down the line. Especially, I think things could be expedited, and the speed of these types of things could start moving pretty quickly if there is a reclassification of the drug level of marijuana specifically. So it is pretty crazy what is going on with all these cannabis stocks right now. CGC down 16%, $1.40. Aurora Cannabis 95 cents at the time of this video. Let me know in the comments below, you guys. It's not like I personally have a preference into which of these I like more. But if we take a quick look here, just at the chart, we take a look at the 5-year chart for Aurora Cannabis, right? Now, back here in April of 2019, obviously COVID and the pandemic and things like that affected these stocks tremendously. But back here, I mean, even at this current time, right, shortly after COVID, this is around the time right here, like May, June, July, August, September of 2020, which is when the cannabis industry saw a ton of revenue, right? Everyone is at home. Everyone's just at home, right? Cannabis stocks saw a ton of revenue. Cannabis stocks across the board. It was at $11.88, right? Aurora Cannabis now sub $1. And then CANOPY Growth, if we take a look at the same type of timeline as well, I mean, we're talking back here 2020, May, June, July, August of 2020. I mean, November 2020, right? Aurora Cannabis is at $25, right? $1.39 right now. Now, things change, things happen to stocks with outstanding shares and things like that. But I do think that, depending on which cannabis stock you do like and how you guys feel about investing in cannabis stocks as a whole, because I just know there is a significant amount of the, investor population or that just stay away from cannabis stocks, right? To a degree, it makes sense. It's like investing in a company specifically that can't fully do business in a variety of different places around the world does make sense. So again, let me know in the comments below, you guys. Like I mentioned in yesterday's video, these stocks probably will remain volatile. Under $1, under $1.50, under $2, right? These stocks can remain volatile. We saw, I did mention yesterday, about 24 hours ago, we were going to see significant profit selling here with CANOPY Growth, and that's exactly what we did see. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about these. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and as always, have a great day.